What's up everybody, Avian here. I've decided to do a commentary for the players who've been subscribed to the channel for a long time because they asked for one. So I've chosen Leona this game and I'm going to try and talk about as much as possible while the game goes on. I'll also try and talk about other aspects when, you know, it goes a bit stale. Now I've chosen Leona because, well, I thought I was against Soraka, believe it or not. And then realising that she wasn't going to play against me, I've got Thresh instead. Not the ideal thing because Thresh can flay Leona's Zenith Blade, so I actually dislike playing Leona when I'm against Thresh, if Thresh is good. So, to get round Thresh I find him quite difficult. I have a really aggressive level 2. So my starting items, I'm going to go straight up with Doran's health pot and a warning totem. Because Caitlyn has such high range, she is going to be trying to auto hit me as much as possible, so starting Doran's allows me to do that a little bit. Now also my runes and masteries are quite interesting. My runes, I decided to try something. I've ran health regeneration quints, health regeneration seals, magic resistance glyphs and armor seals, marks. That's a lot of health regen. It makes up for what was lost on the Doran shield in the nerf, but also I feel it's helped me stay bot lane. I don't know what the numbers calculate to, but based on experience and how it feels, I like these. They work. 0, 15, 15 I do believe, which is just running into the armor magic, into the defense, through the 9 in the health, etc. You guys know this, I'm sure. If you don't, leave a comment and I'll of course answer. There's plenty of other videos explaining it as well, actually. Anyway, we're against Thresh and Caitlyn, so what does that mean? As I've said, we want to play aggressive level 2. That's why I've taken Ignite. And a lot of ADs are running heal these days in bot lane. Let me just quickly touch on that. I think it's a great summoner spell, especially if your AD doesn't take it as support. It's such a cool spell. The low cooldown, etc. Awesome. However, I would say that Ignite does kind of peak on it because Ignite reduces the effect of a heal, right? So say you want to make an aggressive play, that's usually around the time the enemy is going to want to use their heal. But you can use your Ignite when you predict their heal. Therefore their heal isn't as much. So in my opinion, Ignite's the better summoner spell at the moment. In my opinion. Level 1, Leona, I've started Q just to help my jungler auto attack Q. Auto attack? I sit behind the minions. I don't want to go in. I don't want to get poked by Caitlyn. I just want XP and I want to be ready to try and stop Thresh grabbing my AD carry, etc. I want to wait till level 2 and then I want to go in. Ideally on Caitlyn, so I'm just waiting for that opportunity. Notice like Thresh has Flay as his first spell because you can see that he's got the passive leveling up on him. So if you're not sure where he started E or anything, here we go Caitlyn. Nope, bad time, he backed off, so never mind. Hit level 2 at the same time as well, which usually doesn't happen. Never mind. Now on Leona, I wouldn't recommend engaging E when there's a lot of minions, because the first thing you do is hit E, you fly to them, you auto hit them. All of the minions in a close proximity then start auto hitting you, and that's a lot of damage when there's a new minion wave. So when your wave's pushing, like now, is a good time to engage. And hopefully Lucian can get in. Nope, gonna have to pot that. It's a lot of damage. He was a little bit behind, and because of the delay and not catching up, I had to use my stun, which meant that we missed out on one passive proc as well. But it's still a flash on Caitlyn and a heal. And notice that the Ignite completely nearly screwed him over. Level 3, taking Eclipse. So my skill order was E, Q, W. And now what I'm going to do is max out W. There's a lot of arguments about E and Q, so I'll come to that later in the game. When we're ahead, what I want to do is stand at these minions, and as soon as Caitlyn goes to the last hit, that's it, I want to go. See Thresh there? Brilliant, brilliant flay. Like, You see what he did? He denied me. But still, what I'm doing here is I'm saying to Caitlyn, this is our area, and you're not getting your souls thresh. You're not. I don't want you getting any creeps. So hopefully Lucian wouldn't push, and some creeps you can't deny. For example, this one. And I also can't flay when they're that close to their tower as well. Map awareness. I haven't told you what I'm doing with my eyes in the room, but I'm always looking at the mini-map on the bottom right corner. And always do this. Notice their jungle is Lee. I press tab a lot. See what level he is. Level 3. He's died once. He's maybe behind. Let's think about where's he going to gank. There's many things that you have to think, like when should I ward, etc. in the bot lane. Now this is quite a boring part of the lane phase because it's like I want to go in, but Lucian doesn't have any mana, and Thresh does, Caitlyn doesn't have any health. It's like they just want to farm it. Now I could try and push it, but then Thresh is going to deny it. There's Lee, and I anticipated he would gank. That's why I started to talk about it. And notice, not a problem. And then I can put my ward up now. The bad thing about Thresh, that if you can get some wards there, is ward this when you're against Thresh, because he's always going to try and pull Lantern if he's on the cut. Well, I don't know what colour it is. Purple side of the map? I don't know. Top side, you know. Okay. Now, I'm thinking, should we go? Should we not go? Don't forget your AD carry's out of mana. So it doesn't do you any benefit. All he can do is auto attacks. So as much damage as that is, especially with Leona's passive, it's better to wait, because he could have the mana to close the gap that I might successfully close if Thresh doesn't deny me, etc. Mid lane's being ganked. Soraka is not level 6 yet. If we want to engage, we need to do it soon, because the Blanks just hit 6. So when Soraka hits 6, they have a huge advantage. I could play on this. Should I go aggressive? Let's do it. Follow up. Auto attack. Come on, Lucian. Nice. I didn't want to go that ham. Oh, I lost way too much health in that trade. But, nonetheless. Health regeneration. And I didn't get that early kill that I wanted in the lane either. I did get the early aggression, but not the kill. Now is the time I want to go on Caitlyn. Just before level 6, LeBlanc's coming bot, my Ignite's ready again. The only thing I lack is wards, so before I engage I must say, where's Lee? Where's Soraka? She's mid, she's not even level 6, which is good. But I don't know where Lee is, still, to this moment. There we go. There we go. So fun. There we go, Leona. She's great. That's such a good kill. So satisfying as well. Oh, damn. That's so good. We're ahead now, quite far, because I can go back, get Sightstone, sell my trinket, get sweepers, and then start progressing towards more tanky and utility items for my team. Now, like, I do like the item Aegis, I do like the item Face of the Mountain, and I do like the item Talisman. Face of the Mountain and Talisman, like, I talk about that sometimes, but Talisman I feel is better for my team, because, well, it's in certain situations. For example, if the enemy team had Shyvana, Malphite, Kha'Zix, Zed, like, they're all characters that have so much mobility, I would consider taking Talisman of the Ascension straight away. This game they have Lee, a lot of mobility, I don't like that. They have Thresh, if he gets close it's annoying, and Nasus who can slow us. Nasus's withers can just keep coming out on low cooldown, so for that reason Talisman's the better option to me. But then at the same time, I know that it's just one character, so this game I'm actually going to take, where is it? There it is, Targans. Right, now I'll buy a relic, buy boots. Oh, that's wrong order. Sorry, Sightstone first. I'll talk about why I don't buy it as soon in a minute. The reason being is Sightstone's like the most expensive, wards, sorry, are like the most expensive consumable you spend a lot on. For example, in a game that I don't buy Sightstone, I usually buy about 15-ish wards. Now that's 15 times 75. That's like over the cost of the Sightstone. Now in game, if you just bought that 800 gold at the start, you'd have had all the wards, you'd have had the health as well. It's just better, it works out better. So you don't upgrade it, but you do buy it. I don't get the gold item early because I feel that it's better late game than it is early. The early gold doesn't make that much of a difference to what compound items such as Dorans etc. can. You know? Q in between auto attacks. Right, I am level 6. Nocturne does not have ult. Because I'm thinking like they want to gank, what can they do? They don't know because it's pink, like they know. They don't know they're there, but Lee Sin, 10 minutes, he could be killing red, he could be ganking top. If I was Lee and I wasn't top now, I would be bot lane. Because look at how overextended Shyvana is. We should be pushing her away. So I think he's bot lane. So when he is, I just won't push, I'll just sit back, I'll play passive. It's kind of deciding what to do in lane, just based upon what happens. Lee could be top, and we should maybe be shoving, their enemy could be B. But if we pushed and died, would it be worth it?
I must not fall.
Because ultimately they must be back to lane if they've gone base. Any second now.
Chosen of the sun.
Now we're getting on to like these level 6 fights, you've got to bear in mind what's going to happen. Like Thresh, if he lands a hook, is probably going to follow up. Lucian, if he has flash up, will probably flash over the wall. Oh shit. So bad. I can't save him. I can maybe save myself. Oh no, bad play. He's dead. There we go. That was crazy. I couldn't talk. It was just crazy. That was really crazy. I didn't expect all these people to come, and when Lee came over there, like there was nothing I could do for Lucian. So even using my ultimate in effect was a bad call, but it saved my life, so I'm not sure about my ult. The placement was quite bad, but that was it. But it was crazy because Lee came out of nowhere. I just kind of like went, ah! Oh, that was a reaction too feminine to describe. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is go back to base, get my gold starting item. I shouldn't go back with charges on my Sightstone, so I just noticed that there. Always ward the charges down, because it's essentially wards that you never had. And before I said if you could ward this without getting noticed, it's great, because Lee Sin might want to use a lantern gank from there. I could be in trouble here. Nope, I'm not.
An ally has been slain. I must not fall.
If they do Drake,
Enemy has been slain.
because they were top, that would put us ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Drake calls are always crazy risky. Oh, and they also warded it before, so this is very crazy. I think we can just do it in time. There we go. Take on the kills. Back off now. Don't want to die. There we go. So good. That's such efficient team play, honestly. 1941 Dragon. See Leona's ult, when it's mid-game and you're doing dragon fights, it has so much potential to just seek out your enemies like that. And when it does, like the kills that you can pick up are just so good.
Ever vigilant.
Do I want these boots? Let's question my choice for a second. Not really, no. But I do, and I don't. No, I do. I do want these boots. I decided. I want these boots because I want to have the mobility to chase people like Lee and whatnot when they're running away. Look what boots he had. It's like, I'm never going to catch him. The other boots that I would have considered, like, possibly Merc Treads, and if Soraka ran Archangels later game, like, Merc Treads would save our lives so much because of the spam on Q, but I'm not sure. I think the armor one's because of Caitlyn. Now what I want to do now is try and pull the minions up here into this gap. Like, I lost one minion there, but all it... Oh, I shouldn't have W'd. It was because Caitlyn was doing it. But what it does is, like, stops the minions dying to the tower anyway, so your AD, basically. I'm in trouble if I pursue this. No. Okay. Lucian, no, I like the hand play, I really do. Except, I wanted to engage with ult. Careful, because I need to clear this ward. It's like the best gang path ever, and I didn't want to use my pink ward on it. Noticed I timed Dragon before as well when it died. Like, just copy and paste it with Control A to select all, and then Control X to cut, and then press Enter, Control V to obviously open chat and paste. Just it's so useful for keeping track of stuff. We want to play aggressive, don't we? We're level 8, level 8, level 9, level 8. We're ahead in levels. Lee Sin's missing. He's not fed. Soraka is level not so good with ultimate, maybe. I want to play aggressive. When I hit level 9, I'm going in. Yeah, here we go, here we go.
Ever vigilant.
Oh, oh, no, that's a no-go, that's a no-go. I'm not clearing that ward. What I'm trying to do is get the wards round, so I know if Lee's here or not. There he is, there he is. Hello, Lee Sin. Been waiting for you all my life. Go in, I dare you, triple dare you. Kill you. People should know better to fly into a Leona. Because you have 2 stuns. Oh, Soraka too. Hello. How nice of all of you to join us. Let's get this party started. It's a shame we're without Nocturne though. Okay, let's not do anything hasty. But let's go. Woo! Oh, he used heal prematurely. Back off, back off, back off. That's it, well played. Okay, so we lost LeBlanc and Lee Sin didn't die, but we have good vision so we can continue to like defend this tower, right? Going in! Bombs away! I've got the life to do this, so I may as well keep playing in it. Oh, and I didn't use my passive before. That was bad on my Relic Shield. Soraka? No. Not today. I could tank 1 hit. No. Maybe. That's me gone. If it hits me, I'm screwed. Okay. Well, all of these fights, I don't know if I'm enjoying them more than I'm explaining them. Oh, well, that's exactly what's happening. They're fun. And we're winning, I guess. But all I'm doing is, like, if I have the health to go in, like, I'm trying to defend the tower. And by doing that, it's got us kills. I don't know if that's necessarily how I should explain it. But anyway, Dragon, don't forget to keep spamming the timer. Pick up a pink ward mid-game for it. Because when it spawns, if your team is in the Dragon Pit with all the wards down, you've played it right. It's such a strong priority early game. Can't get that off my chest enough. Help me ward, I ask.
Ever vigilant.
Because I'm going in completely blind here. But I wouldn't recommend it any further than there. I know Lee Sin's the only one missing now, so I can go there. That's good enough vision for Dragon. You could even ward there if you couldn't get to there. Oh, this is Thresh warding, so I can't get rid of the wards. I can't get rid of a ward by Thresh. Because he might just took me, you see. I'll do it when my team's there. I don't need to worry about Caitlyn by herself, because she doesn't do barely any damage to me. Until she gets Last Whisper, she's not really a concern. And now all I'm doing, helping Lucian clear, like super quick. So W and his gap wave clear is so good. You can't use your E to fly to dragons, so found that out the hard way. Then I needed it 2 seconds later in a team fight. Oh, dang. It was bad Nocturne. And that missed. Okay. Gonna upgrade this on my next B, Face of the Mountain. But at the moment, like, when this happens every game, you kill your tower, you get a couple of the dragons, and you're at mid game, and your team's kind of like a little bit split up. People are still kind of like, oh, I'm gonna do my laning phase, I don't want to group up, and people aren't quite as a team yet. And it's when a lot of the games that go your way can be thrown, because you're not necessarily making clear decisions as a 5. You're playing against, like, whichever team groups up basically wins the early, like, these fights most of the time. So by Nasus having TP and being top lane, like, I know that I can't engage unless Shyvana's ult is up, because that's the only way she could interrupt the TP. It's little things like that that you have to think about all the time, because a fight that you engage on with 4 could quickly, like, turn to 5 if you're not careful. And in situations like this, it's not like a good idea to engage when Nocturne's ult's down. So I don't know why we're playing that aggressive, but all we're doing is pushing the minion wave, clearing, etc. Like, hoping to catch one of them out. Like, Caitlyn now, in my opinion, could be caught out, but it really does depend. That was really good by Shyvana though. And Lee Sin is like immediately going to rocket to mid lane, top lane. Their minions are right on this tower now, and we need these. If we kill these, it helps our wave push, that's all. They're all going top.
I must not fall.
Oh, he gets away with a teleport. Oh goodness, with 100 HP. That's crazy. So crazy.
I will protect you.
This is a good time to engage, but remember, if you do that, like, you engage, put your ult and all your spells on cooldown when the enemy's like not even here. So it's like too many cooldowns, especially when you don't have like perfect vision where they are, etc. Oh shit. He's gone. He's absolutely gone. What can I do about that? Absolutely nothing. By the way, I like to do this thing called shit and run, and it's when you like run away from you're gonna die. If you have any wards left, like, shit them out behind you. Sorry for the language, but it's true. Because I thought when I don't play support and I see other people playing it, they have a sidestone with 4 charges on it. They're about to die, and they're like standing like on a pivotal point, like right here, and they could ward like there and there just before they die, and that's 2 really good points. So at this point, like, I just spoke about mid-game and grouping. We didn't do that. Now that we've started to group up and do things, we've kind of got a couple of advantages, made a couple of plays. I haven't actually died this game yet myself. I'm the only player in this game not to have died. I don't know I wouldn't say it was complete skill, like I haven't played that aggressive, but at the same time I have put myself in situations where like I could have died. Who knows? I've not made any huge mistakes, that's for sure. 6 assists though, I'm relatively pleased with that, like because some of the kills that I've had were quite satisfying. But now like I totally want to be going on to objectives like Baron. Right, as well, like I've just bought Face of the Mountain. I promise you that I will not forget to use it in a fight, because 9 out of 10 games, like I used to forget using items, and I've made a pledge now to like, does anybody else do that? If you do, like you totally have to tell me in the comments. I'll keep it to myself, like I'll not tell anybody. I'm going on Thresh, that's a decision because I want to stun. Yes, get in there! Get out of my AD carry's face. This is so good. This is so good. What I did there when I used my body with my flash, catching Caitlyn's bullet, like it's worth it if you're gonna save a team. It's beyond worth it. If anyone like on their team can go stealth, if you're ever against a player like Kha'Zix or Twitch or anyone who's getting on your nerves, just pay the price early to upgrade your Oracle's lens to a trinket, and every 60 seconds you have 10 seconds of vision. Let's talk about what we're going to do after Baron, when Lee Sin steals it with one of the best smites I've ever seen. I want to go finish this game because I'm incredibly impatient at this point, usually. Can ace this Caitlyn. Down she goes! That's how we do it. You have to make... they're just bathing on me. They all went on me there, because my team all like scattered up there to kill Caitlyn, so that I got killed. Soraka's Q stacks are building up on my team. Like they've all got 3-ish stacks on them. Nasus is slowly going down. Lucian's kiting like a god. Oh, Lee Sin flying away. But we can finish, I believe. Yeah, good game. Well, it got a bit ropey, but it certainly went our way. That was well played. Nice one. Well played, guys.
Let this be a reminder to everybody, always use your pots at level 1 fights, or any fights when you have them for that matter.